In this video, we will talk about the different styles of delivery. There are three styles. There's the impromptu speech, there's the manuscript speech, and there's the memorized speech. So, starting with the impromptu speech, impromptu speaking is casual, off the cuff delivery used when a speaker has little or no time for preparation. There are a couple guidelines that one can follow when creating an impromptu speech, and that is to anticipate the possibility that you may be called on to speak and be thinking about what you might say. Um, you can practice active listening. You increase your feelings of confidence by reminding yourself that no one expects perfection from impromptu remarks. You can use limited preparation time to your advantage. Use basic principles of speech organization. You can speak briefly and concisely, and you can think of impromptu speaking as an opportunity to practice and improve your delivery skills. So, some of the advantages that one can find in impromptu speaking is that it can be seen as being more original since you have less time to prepare. Your ideas become more original, and you stay more true to what you believe since you don't have time to prepare, as you have to think on the spot, and usually that um, brings about your true feelings and ideology. Some of the disadvantages of impromptu speeches is that you have a limited time to prepare, if you have any at all, because sometimes you just have to speak on the spot. And another disadvantage that you might get stuck since you don't know what you're gonna say, you have trouble coming up with those ideas and those thoughts. So, moving on to manuscript speech. Manuscript speaking is presenting a speech from a prepared text, often in formal or ceremonial settings. So, some of the guidelines for giving a manuscript speech is you use a manuscript for the right reasons. You use good oral style, you practice extensively, you look for opportunities to move and gesture, you use your voice effectively, and you maintain flexibility. So, some of the advantages of a manuscript speech is that you have a lot of time to prepare beforehand, and this can lead to less errors whenever you are speaking since you have the speech in front of you, and all you have to do is being able to present it while reading from it. Some of the disadvantages, though, is that it might sound forced or insincere whenever you are speaking. Sometimes having all that time to prepare makes you add more creative touches to it that maybe are not original to your personality, or just ways that you're not used to presenting. And if you present to an audience who knows your style and knows that that's not how you speak, there you may lose some points in the sense of how sincere your speech was. But overall, it's a good method to present a speech. And the last the style of delivery is a memorized speech. And this is a prepared speech presented from memory without the assistance of speaking notes. So, some of the guidelines in giving a memorized speech is to stay focused on your specific purpose and the key ideas you want to convey. Speak in the moment. Practice, practice, practice. Practicing beforehand will be very necessary in order to be able to speak your speech by memory. So, some of the advantages that one can find in presenting a memorized speech is almost obviously that you can improve your memory. This works your brain a lot more, and it can help you memorize more things, not just speeches, but any other things if you're able to work on this very well. But disadvantages of presenting a memorized speech is that you might actually forget some of the ideas or topics that you want to present in your speech, which this which can be disadvantageous.